Is set, looking for the green when they come back around. Lenny Souza, Bobby Bush at the top of the field, ready to have at it and bring the field down for 25 laps. Brittany Campbell, Mike Cavallero, Amy Arsenal, Barry Shaw. Oh, Mike Duart, your top 6 trucks. With Rick Martin and Barry Shaw, row at number 4. As they come off of turn number 4, Matt from DAI puts the green flag in the air. Problems for Bush on the start as he spins the tires, and Lenny Guy gets away scot-free as they head down into turn number 1.
Tough break for Bush there as he's going to start fighting for that 4th position now outside of Rick Martin. 3 wide back in the pack. That's Barry Shaw in the middle of Darrell Dutch. And now in front of the 80 of Mike Cavallero, he was up into that 7th position. But back up front, it is Souza leading Brittany Campbell, Amy Arsenal, and Rick Martin. Bobby Bush sliding back on the outside, now battling with Barry Shaw.
Bush trying to get some momentum going up on the outside. Continues to get a big push off the corner. Slides back with Barry Shaw. Gets up into the 6th position. Down the back straightaway. Lenny Souza looking for career win number 1 in the Sport Truck division. He's got a couple with the Pure Stocks. Now tries to get one of the trucks, pushes off the corner, and Rick Martin looks to wind up the outside lane. He and Amy Arsenal battle side by side.
Down the back they go into 3. Brittany Campbell looks to get the nose underneath Souza on that bottom lane. She's going to pull up alongside him across the stripe. Souza still leads it, but Campbell with a good run down into 1. A little bit of contact as they're side by side. Martin to the outside of Arsenal for that 3rd position as well. Top 4 all crossed up into 3.
Souza caught up on the outside. The inside lane is on the move. Brittany Campbell breaks free at the top. Amy Arsenal up in the number 2 spot. And here comes Barry Shaw. Trying to dominate the season like we have not seen in the Sport Truck division. He's up to 3rd. Martin back to 4th. Here comes Duart to the inside of Souza.
And the 31 of Souza smacks the front stretch wall as he started losing some speed up on that outside lane. He keeps it going, though, now battling with Mike Cavallero. Single file throughout the first half of the fields. They race off the corner. Campbell leads Arsenal, and Barry Shaw Jr. there in that 3rd spot with Rick Martin in the Shine Shop, number 14 machine. In trouble, a little behind him, Lenny Souza. Lenny Guy got into it in the grass. Souza goes around in 2. Yellow flag is out.
Here are Lenny's. Field is set. Bristol Toyota Pace Truck pulls down to the center of the infield. As we get ready to go, pair of ladies in the front row, Brittany Campbell and Amy Arsenal will bring the field down with Barry Shaw, Rick Martin, row number 2, Mike Duart, Darrell Dutch, 5th and 6th. Up on the throttle they come, green flag is up. Ladies trying to show it how it's done as they hit turn 1. Campbell gets a half a truck length on Arsenal as they roll down the back straightaway.
Down the back they go. Barry Shaw Jr. nose underneath, now side by side with Amy Arsenal for that 2nd position as he rolls through 3 and 4 off the corner. Dead heat across the stripe, right on the rear bumper of Brittany Campbell. Shaw with the nose advantage coming off turn number 2. He'll take that 2nd spot away and now set his sights on Brittany Campbell.
Mike Cavallero joined that fight at the front of the field, sitting in that 6th position. They run Brittany Campbell, Shaw, dead heat between Arsenal and Martin for that 3rd position. Duart rounds out the top 5 as they head down the back straightaway. Arsenal falters just a hair.
Arsenal to the outside now for that 4th spot. Mike Duart down to the bottom, comes off the corner. We'll take 4th away from Arsenal, who drops back behind on that bottom line in front of Cavallero, sitting in 5th now. Brittany Campbell continues to lead the way, but it's Barry Shaw Jr. right behind her, and Radical Rick Martin in 3rd as they roll off the corner. Another lap knocked off the board. Lap 11 now of 25 as they race to 1 and 2.
Campbell doing a good job at the top of the field, holding off the advances of Barry Shaw while Rick Martin closes in that number 3 position. They hit 3 and 4 this time by. There are 12 laps, maybe next time's halfway. Deep in the pack, they've stretched themselves out with the exception of Ethan Heilmore, who works that outside lane.
Down into 3 and 4 they go. Top 3 bumper to bumper as we are halfway down here in the Chaz's Auto Body Sport Truck Division feature event of the evening. Top 6 trucks. Big breakaway back to 7th place, Johnny Silva. As they race through 3 and 4, it is Campbell, Shaw, Martin, Duart, Arsenal, and Cavallero across the stripe down into 1.
Campbell picked up her first career win just about, a season ago, which was about 2 years ago. Can she pick up career win number 2? She's got to hold off one of the fastest trucks, trouble off of turn number 2, and that is Lenny Souza that goes around for the second time in the turns 1 and 2, and we're slow 10 coming into tonight's action. Field is set, looking for the green with Brittany Campbell, Barry Shaw. Off of turn number 4, up on the throttle they come, and down into turn number 1. Campbell down low, trying to hold off, but it's Shaw winding up that outside lane.
Barry Shaw Jr., the great run down on a 3, takes that lead away from Brittany Campbell. Off the corner he comes. It is Martin sitting in 3rd now with Duarte to the outside of Amy Arsenal, fighting for that 4th spot as they roll through turn number 2. Duarte, a little bit of a nose advantage into the corner, but Amy Arsenal runs it in deep into 3. She's going to take that 4th spot away from Duarte. As they cross the stripe and down into 1 they go, single file throughout the field. A little bit of contact back in the pack there. That's Lenny Guy and Bobby Bush getting into it.
Trouble again. Lenny Souza has a back end snap out from underneath him off of turn number 2. That's going to slow us up for the 3rd time. Souza not having a good night and has hit the trifecta, if you will. Have at it for the final 9 laps. The final 3 miles here tonight for the Chaz's Auto Body Sport Trucks, looking for the green off of turn number 4. Kyle Niederberger lets him loose with the green flag. We're underway. Shaw gets a good jump. Campbell trying to close in. Here comes the 9 of Arsenal down on the inside.
Battle between Arsenal and Campbell for that 2nd spot as Barry Shaw Jr. sits in the lead. It's Arsenal down on the bottom. She's going to get a good run off turn number 4, but Campbell stays strong on the outside. 2-truck battle, I should say, through 1 and 2 for 2nd. Rick Martin sits there in 4th, waiting to pounce with Mike Duarte rounding out your top 5. It's Arsenal for 2nd through 3 and 4.
Amy moving on the inside, the most moving number 9, sliding up to the number 2 spot and sets her sights on the 85, but right now, just like everybody else, he is pulling away from the rest of the field. Battle for 3rd with Martin on the inside, Campbell up on the outside as they hit turns 3 and 4. Martin takes over the 3rd spot. Duarte looking for 4th, down into turns 1 and 2.
Down the back they go, coming up on 5 laps to go for Barry Shaw Jr., Amy Arsenal, and Rick Martin. The rest of your podium with Mike Duarte to the inside of Campbell. Campbell gets past, swoops down in front of Cavalier to hold on to that 5th spot as they roll through 1 and 2.
5 more circuits that time, and here comes Martin, takes a nosedive underneath the 9 of Arsenal down to the 3 and 4. They race through the corners. Martin trying to take over the number 2 spot. Arsenal trying to hold them off down the front straightaway, down into 1 and 2. 21 laps up on the board. They race down the back straightaway. Martin up to 2nd. Duarte following him on the inside.
3-truck battle for that 2nd spot as they race off turn at number 4. It's Martin. A little bit of a advantage through 1 and 2. Duarte thinks about sneaking down below. He's going to back out. Arsenal drifts back to 3rd with Duarte now battling for that position. Contact between Arsenal and Martin. 3 wide for that 2nd spot as Duarte sneaks underneath Martin for 2nd.
Duarte looking for the number 2 spot down into turns 1 and 2 with less than a lap and a half remaining. The 50 of Duarte, the former champion, looking to pick up the runner-up spot with 1 lap to go. Martin hanging on toughly outside. Dead heat at 1 to go.
White flag in the air as he races down the back. It's Barry Shaw Jr. leading the way, but the battle is on for 2nd as they're side by side. Duarte and Martin off turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Barry Shaw Jr. takes home the win. Race for 2nd. Give it to Duarte. Rick Martin in 3rd. Amy Arsenal 4th. And your top 5 rounded out by Brittany Campbell.
So make that 4 for 5 for Barry Shaw in 2021. He is dominating the action here this season in the Chaz's Auto Body Sports Trucks. How about a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our Chaz's Auto Body Sports Truck feature winner, Barry Shaw Jr.
With these guys, it seemed like you get more respect than we do in the pro stocks. Guys can't even take off without crashing, but had a good race. Me and him the 50 at the end there, go out there. It was a good time.
Anyone want to thank you for your place finish here tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank Rick Lambert and Deb Lambert for their truck. He's been working, patching it up since we got here. So thank them guys, Richie Insulation, Auto Cosmetics. Without them guys, we wouldn't be here.
But a round of applause. So place on the night, Rick Martin. talk to our second place finisher, Mike Duarte. Mike did a great job battling Rick at the end there, side by side for a couple laps. He come home with second. How was it?
Yeah, after the day we had, I'll take a second. Between a master clutch cylinder going bad this morning, changing it here. We tried something new on the setup, but we
Hello? There we go.
we didn't have the right parts to really work, so we went back. So we went back to last week's setup, and I just came out here as is. It was a pretty hectic feature, but it was fun racing Rick at the end. But I got to thank my entire team today. They busted their humps in this heat. George Turgey, thank you so much. Andy, my dad, my brother. Yeah, this P2's for you. I got to thank Roach's Landscape and Eric's Auto Service for helping me out this year.
A round of applause, second place, Mike Duarte. And once again in victory lane, how about a round of applause for your winner, Barry Shaw Jr. Oh, you did it one more time. This time was a little bit of a getting by Brittany Campbell. Off to the race. How's it feel?
Feels great. Really, I thought Brittany was really going to give me a run for her money, my money. But, you know, again, we just, you know, got her going into one and pulled it coming out of two, and that was it. That's all I needed.
What is it this year? What's making this 85 go back to back to back victory lane every single week?
We've done a lot of homework, just put it to you that way. We've gone over this thing front to back so many different times. You know, don't get me wrong, I was struggling out in practice earlier today. I was kind of upset with the car, but we made another adjustment, and it made the world a difference.
Well, who do you want to thank?
My dad, my cousin Kevin, my wife Marcy, my mother's here, my stepdad Wayne, my sister David. I don't know if Jake's here, but I got to thank Everett's Auto Parts, Roy, Bob, Vern Belcher. He's helped us out tremendously, and I'm going to thank you, Seekonk Speedway.
Another round of applause for your podium here tonight. Rick Martin, Mike Duarte, winner Barry Shaw Jr.